My name is Manuela Garcia, and today we're going to talk about the safety behavior in the lab. So, in this presentation, we're going to talk about the lab fashion, what should and should not wear during the labs, the food and drink, if it's safety to eat and drinking during the lab, the chemicals, just a little bit and general information about the labels and the chemicals, and a little bit of information, something really general about the safety equipment. So, lab fashion. I know, guys, that we all love fashions, we like models, we love runways, and let me tell you something. There's nothing more beautiful and fashionable than being safe during our labs. So here are four quick tips about what you should and should not wear during your lab. The first of it is the lab coat and the glasses. The lab coat make us look like a real scientist. So why not to wear it properly? The lab coat must be buttoned all the way down. And the glasses, even though it looks super fashion and super nice over your forehead, needs to be cover your eyes all the time. And just a quickly reminder that it's not recommended to wear contact lenses during the lab. It is better if you just use your normal glasses and on the top of it the safety glasses, right? Now the hairstyle. If you have long hair, the hair must be tied back just to avoid like major or danger like burn your hair and I don't know, make a really bad accident. So I don't know, you can try to make a messy bun or maybe some braids. Who knows? Be creative, but tie your hair back. Now pants and socks. Uh, we basically, as a scientist, we need to wear long pants and long socks, cover all the parts as possible, just because if something, if some really hazardous chemical spit on us, it is better to spill on a piece of cloth than in your skin. Remember that the chemicals that we are working with can burn us and be really corrosive to the skin. So and finally, the gloves. The gloves are really optional because depending whether we which chemical are we working with or which procedure are we following, we are gonna need or not to use gloves. So just ask your instruction about the using of the gloves during the lab. Now, food and drink. We all love food, and nothing will be better than throw a pizza party during our lab experiment. But this is not possible because any food or drink are allowed in the lab. Drinking or eating can be really hazardous to our health. Depending on the lab, we can ingest really dangerous chemical, hazardous chemical, or even bacteria into our system, and we don't know that. We just passed a whole pandemic like a few months ago. Please avoid eating or drinking in the labs. It is better just to go away for a minute, take a sip, eat some bar protein, and then go back to work. Now the chemicals. Uh, During the lab, what is a lab without the chemicals? First of all. So during the lab, we're gonna use a lot of chemicals. Some of them are not that dangerous, but some of them can be really hazardous to our health. So labels are gonna be your best ally during the labs. Just a quick label to know what are you working with the name of the chemical, with your name, and even the date, just in order to avoid major accidents. And the MSDS. What is an MSDS, Manu? Explain us, please. Don't worry, I will explain you. Those are basically the material safety data sheets. Material safety data sheets. I'm sorry. It's a document that contains all the information about the potential hazard of the chemical, how to work with, how to handle it. It also contains information about the use, storage, the heating, and the emergency procedures just in case. And finally, we're gonna talk about a little bit about the safety equipment. We're just gonna talk about the three basic safety equipment that all the labs should have. Those are the fume hoods. Fume hoods are a primary method of exposure control in the laboratory. This is basically a ventilated enclosure that usually vents separate from the building's ventilation. We're gonna need a fume hood every time we are working with a toxic chemical or chemicals that can get evaporate really easily, like chemicals which boiling point is lower than 120 degrees. Then we have our wash station. Just imagine that you touch your eyes and there was a chemical on your fingers and now your eyes are burning or there's some spills over your skin and you need to get rid of your clothes, but that is not gonna be enough. So you need to go to our wash station, the eye wash station or just the shower station, and I'm sorry, take a quick shower in front of your peers, but it's better to be embarrassed about your peers seeing you naked that just burn yourself really, really bad, right? And finally, there are the fire extinguisher and fire blanket. During our labs, we're gonna work with a lot of fire, especially if we are working with bacteria cells. So we need to be careful about starting a fire on our labs. Remember that most of our chemicals are also flammable, so just be ensured that all your lab comes with a fire extinguisher and a fire blanket. And that will be everything for today. This was a pretty quick presentation, but I hope you guys have learned something. And just remember that nothing is better than learning except being safe while you are learning. So I hope you guys like it and see you in the next presentation. Bye.